and welcome to yet another episode of your favorite program on television. I am your host, Marian Deligwe is my name, and trust me, you are in for a good time. You can catch up on every episode of the program on NYC Radio 88.3 FM Abuja and NYC TV on free-to-air satellite. Also on facebook.com/official NYSC. Don't forget to leave a comment, follow, and share with your friends and family. Thank you. The National Youth Service Corps NYSC constitutes one of the major policies and programs of the government to achieve national integration in Nigeria. The goal of the NYSC program is to call for unity among the diverse ethnic groups and to reconcile the people of Nigeria. The then military government under the leadership of General Yakubu Gowon saw the urgent need to bring the nation together in unity, using the NYSC as a major program to achieve this goal, especially after the Civil War. When I come back after this break, we'll be talking to the Executive Chairman of Dutse Local Government Council. Stay tuned and I will be right back. NYSC Tidbits. General Ahmed hails military support for NYSC. The Director of National Youth Service Corps, Brigadier General YD Ahmed, has applauded the Nigerian Army and other security agencies for their immense contributions to the success of NYSC activities, especially the orientation courses. He specifically lauded the Army for its efforts towards the resumption of orientation exercise in Borno State during the 2023 Barsi Stream 1, 13 years after the last one was held due to insecurity. He gave the commendation in Maduguri when he paid separate visit to the Theatre Commander, Joint Task Force Northeast Operation Hadinka, Major General W. Shuaibu, and also the Acting General Officer Commanding 7th Division Nigerian Army, Maduguri, Brigadier General AGL Haruna. General Ahmed appreciated them for the welfare of corps members, logistics, security, and other support being provided for the NYSC Borno State Secretariat.
Section 6 of the National Youth Service Corps Act places in every state government the responsibility to arrange and provide accommodation, boarding, transportation, and to provide other facilities which are essential for the welfare of members of the service corps and the success of the scheme in the state, and also to arrange the provision of facilities for orientation courses and winding up exercises. While Section 7 subsection 4 states that every state government shall be required to provide such other facilities and contribute to the implementation and achievement of the programs and projects of the service corps in the states, including, but not limited to, land for agriculture, orientation camps, and transportation facilities. The Director General and the management of the National Youth Service Corps appreciates the efforts of all the state governments who have provided adequate facilities for corps members serving in their states, and uses this medium to encourage and appeal to other state governments to provide adequate facilities for corps members serving in their states in order to guarantee a smooth and successful service year. Thank you.
Welcome back. In case you just tuned in, this is NYSC Half Hour with Marian Deligwe. Now, let's take a trip to Jigawa State, where we'll be talking to Honorable Bala Usman Chemo, the Executive Chairman, Dutse Local Government Council. He takes us through his NYSC journey and how the Jigawa State government have continued to prioritize the comfort of corps members in the state. Let's talk to Honorable Bala. I'll be right back.
My name is Bala Usman Chemo, and I'm the Executive Chairman of Dutse Local Government. At the same time, the Algon Chairman of Jigawa State and the Chairman of the 19 Northern States of the Forum of the Local Government Chairman Councils. I graduated in the year 2004 from the University of Jos, and I mobilized for NYSC in the year 2016. And 2016-2017, that's when I graduated, and I did my service at Adamawa, in Adamawa State, and specifically at the Local Government Council. That's where I served in that year. And you know, NYSC is one of the best programs or schemes ever had in the country. In fact, that is why a lot of graduates from our local entities when we came to universities or tertiary institutions. Everyone came with a sentiment of his locality and of course where he comes from. But the cosmopolitan nature of the NYSC scheme has given us that exposure to various cultures, people from various institutions coming together and to interact for that particular. In fact, that is a very awesome experience, and as a person, I have a lot of memories from my stay in that service, and I miss a lot. Whenever I remember the days we were serving, the days we spent in camps, and the activities that took place, and the experiences we had. In fact, there are a lot of things to explain or to talk about. So it is a very nice program, a scheme, and every Nigerian should partake in that scheme.
He talks about the efforts Jigawa state government is putting in making sure corps members are comfortable and well secured as they serve the nation.
Our government is always passionate in supporting. I must believe you know the allowances, the complementary allowance the state government is giving the NYSC cover. And I know the office of the NYSC will confirm the facilities. I think you have the first class. I don't think we have any better NYSC camp than the one we have here in Jigawa State. And is well sited, well equipped, and all the facilities of sports are available in that camp. And more so again, the state government decided to construct houses for all NYSC members across the 27 local governments of Jigawa State. And this demonstrates the effort the state government is doing. And we as a local government level, after establishing those facilities for our NYSC corps members to have better accommodations in all the local government of Jigawa State, we also secure them. Some of them are being protected. We want to fence them to make sure the absolute security of all them. Even during those years of crisis, Boko Haram, what have you, hardly you get any instances in Jigawa State because of it. And all our corps members feel secure. Even those who have been posted to villages, they sometimes even prefer to stay back in the villages than to come to the rural communities because of the hospitality our local communities provide for this. So this is tell you how our communities are always welcoming this kind of services. I have a lot of letters here requesting for support to do 1 or 2 projects, and we are always trying to support them to encourage this because that's what we are taught to, and that's what we think we should give these young people to. I have a lot of them. Many clubs are coming here, and many of them are my friends. So this also applies to all the local government councils in Jigawa State, and the state government is always happy to have more engagement with the scheme.
Honorable Bala speaks about the contributions of NYSC corps members, how helpful they are, and the services they render to the people of their host community.
If we look at the areas they are intervening are areas of our needs. We always make demands on education because of lack of teacher. The teacher gap we have across the schools. When we have those corps members serving in our schools, you can imagine the impact they create in that. And also you look at the healthcare services. Yes, of course, as applied to other states, we don't have enough medical doctors and other paramedics in our health facilities. And this also, when the scheme provides this opportunity, I think is a very good opportunity for us to utilize. We are really happy, and if this continues, one can imagine the impact the scheme is providing by reducing the cost of employment for the state government, by providing more access to services, to our health facilities and our school facilities, and by, of course, integrating our young corps members to our local cultures and experience, and of course, learning some of the things these young people might have brought to our local communities. I know of a guy who mobilized like a mass literacy class for some of the young people who have dropped out or who didn't go to school. And they learned from him, and some of them are already graduated from the university and other colleges of education. I know some of them in just a throwing distance from the state capital here. So this is a very good opportunity for every government or every community to utilize. So that is why we must commend the scheme, and we are always proud, because not because I participated in it, but because of the reality.
He further reiterates the importance of the Skill Acquisition and Entrepreneurship Development SAID program, and he appeals to governments to invest in entrepreneurship, starting with young graduates out of the NYSC scheme.
The skills acquisitions and entrepreneurship development will provide the core members with those experiences and the skills needed for them to go into the real world without relying on the government employment. So I think it's a very good opportunity for them to explore. And in Jigawa State, we are doing just now, recent, the governor has introduced farmers, millionaires. He wants to create millionaires farmers from the farming industry. And he said the criteria should be either a graduate or somebody who has an A-level certificate. Believe you me, it will reduce the unemployment issue, and it will reduce even the crimes rate. It will reduce the pressure and even the blames the young people have on the government. So I think the government should come up with a platform that is designed specifically to finance the entrepreneurships and entrepreneurship activities of young core members who graduated. So after training them, if a young core member knows that he can get a loan of 1 to at maybe pre-interest or maybe a very insignificant amount of interest, I think that will add value to it, and believe you me, that will change a lot of things. Before you know it, many of the young graduates will no longer be disturbing the government or maybe queuing just for unemployment that gives them less than 100,000 naira a month.
He addresses young Nigerians to be literate, for them to get education, and core members to accept their place where they are mobilized.
My advice for young Nigerians is, one, of course, to study. There is no doubt about it. Everybody should pursue education, because that is the first criteria or empowerment tool for a human being. So everyone should be educated. Let's go back to school and read. But that shouldn't be the only thing. Don't use the certificate as a basement of maybe you must get employed, but use the certificate as just a platform or maybe an opportunity for your brain to widen up, for you to understand a lot of perspectives to life, and for you to understand, yes, you have more to do on your own than to rely on the government to provide opportunities for you. If the jobs or maybe employment comes, if you don't have anything, so be it. But if there are things, you can get more pay in doing an independent activities through the skills you learned and the entrepreneurship development we have. And therefore, I want to call upon our young persons to understand that the more educated you are, the more peaceful and the more understanding you become. So for those who want to have a peaceful life and prosperous life, let's go and read and integrate more. Let's not rely our sentiment on hearsay. Nigerians should engage and travel. And for my young core members, whosoever is deployed to any state, please, unless it is necessary, like the issue of security, stay back and serve. Nigeria serves, Nigeria we
serve. You never can tell the treasure you could find where you are posted to. Just let nature take its course, dear prospective core members. Our next story is on the partnership NYSC have with other stakeholders in equipping core members with skills through the Skill Acquisition and Entrepreneurship Development SAID program. Let's take a visit to one of the SAID post-camp training centers, e-Business Hub, in Jos, where core members are trained in digital skills.
Papa, we So, how are you guys today? Fine? Okay, awesome. So, as a continuation of our series in the Digital Skills Masterclass, the DSM program, one very, very important component is your creative. So, you cannot do digital marketing if you cannot create content. Are we together? And your creative could include flyer, logos, images, videos. All these are content for digital marketing. Today, people are moved by what they see, not what they can read. Okay? So, my name is Steve Everest. I'm the lead consultant here at e-Business Hub Jos. e-Business Hub is a social enterprise that focuses on human capital development and wealth creation. So what we tend to do is to help people to take advantage of digital. That is our core mandate here at eBusiness Hub. So we are into the business of ICT, as well as we train people to build up their capacity to engage in the digital realm. We play around industries and fields such as artificial intelligence, that's AI. We play around e-commerce. We are the owners of abovestores.com. So we also play around creating digital garage. So we have vast digital entrepreneurship business out there. A lot of people out there knows that digital is the future, but we don't want to just be based on motivation. So we have to be practical, and that's why we begin to develop a platform and interface that help young people, upcoming entrepreneurs, to be able to engage in digital. We train, we trade, so we participate in buying and selling, as well impact people within us. And of course, NYSC is our key partner, because that's where we get young graduates who we need to get them exposed beyond just being schooled, but there's the education for the higher, we call it the higher education learning program, which is HELP. So this helps us to be able to give impact back to our community. We get them in chalk, and then we train them, and a lot of them are doing a lot of stuff out there in different facets. Some of them already have some of these skills, but we engage them in the entrepreneurship of this skill. So this is what we have been doing over the years. There are a lot of tools for the creation of graphic content, but a very, very powerful tool that you guys can get hands-on on is the Canva application. Are we together? So with the Canva, you can use your system or your phone to create flyers for your business. Now, you're going to log on to the platform canva.com if you're using your laptop. If you're using your phone, you download the app from Play Store called Canva. You download the app called Canva. With Canva, you can create professional images, graphic work, different kind of stuff for your digital garage. It has really been fascinating. For us, it's impact over money. So we are not keen about the monetary returns in that direction, but for us, it's the lives that we've been able to impact. I think over the years, we must have engaged with more than at least 3,000 to 5,000 plus COP members based on the years that we've been engaging, because each set, I think, we engage in an average of 100 to 200 or thereabout per batch. So this we could say in terms of numbers. And majority of our students, they usually, some of them, they will probably deploy, or they're in other local government. So we engage with them even online. Currently in our training section with them through the internet, through Zoom. Saeed in his own way, without Saeed, we wouldn't have been here, we wouldn't have been what we're doing. So Saeed, I see, is a platform. It all boils down to individual. Because we have people who probably study medicine, but currently now they're working as mechanics. So we have people who study entrepreneurship and they're working somewhere as something else. So it's boils down to individual. But Saeed gives them a platform and an opportunity. If you don't train them, don't blame them. So we can't blame the people if you don't train them. So except if you are being trained or you don't have any interest at all, so it's a different ball game. But for me, Saeed is a platform. It's a platform to give people skills and entrepreneurship. There are more sophisticated things as we evolve with our training. We're able to continue and create videos using this same application.
Coming here, I never had an idea on computer, so I enrolled on computer diploma. So, and I'm so grateful for NYSC because I can use the Microsoft to type like a CV and so many other things, which I'm grateful to God. And I also enrolled in another course, which is Health, Safety and Environmental Management. With that, I was able to know that you can be healthy and not be saved, because the environment comprises of a lot of things, both the lithosphere, the atmosphere, a lot of things, not just only things we see, including the rain and so many other things. And I'm really grateful to God for that.
With the skills I'm currently loving, it's something I can fund on my own. I can develop programs on my own. I can develop websites on my own. I can even bring people on board. So my mentality of serving under someone for me to gain an employment is, I'm not more going with that lane. So I am, with what I have now, I'm planning to be self-employed and bring people on board as well.
When I came to the camp, there was this, I had no idea about Saeed. So I joined the ICT class, and this is my post-camp training. And I'm doing very well. I've improved a lot. I didn't have this mindset I had right from when I graduated till now. just that it has changed.
It's been a wonderful experience because right here at my place of primary assignment, I've been exposed to a whole lot of digital skills, one of which is making graphic designs and creating videos with not just my smartphone, with my PC too. So far it's really been an interesting one because for me, even before now, this is not something I could do on my own. But in a space of a month, 2 months, I can do designs for people, collect money. Okay, aside from collecting money, but then, you know, the joy of making small cash from just doing something for others. So, and this was actually heightened through the Said class during Nysc orientation. So far, I can say it's really been a wonderful one, and I'm very, very grateful to Nysc for bringing me to Plateau State.
On behalf of myself and my colleagues that are present here, we are saying a big thank you to eHub Business for this great opportunity for us to be exposed to great digital skills here and now for our own personal use. Thank you, Nysc, for these great opportunities for us to be able to equip ourselves with digital skills that would help us now and also in future. We are saying thank you. SAED.
Commonwealth Creating Wealth.
Commonwealth Creating Wealth. SAED.
Nigeria serves, Nigeria we serve.
The Skill Acquisition and Entrepreneurship Development SAID program have really helped core members in numerous ways. SAID really creating wealth. Kudos to you guys. On that note, I say a very big thanks to you for staying tuned. Remember, you can always catch up on every episode on NYC Radio 88.3 FM Abuja and NYC TV on free-to-air satellite. Also on facebook.com/official NYSC. For your feedback and a chance to get featured on the program, kindly reach out to us via the social media handles displayed on your screen. And dear core members, be your brother's keeper. You see something, say something. Desist from night journeys. Kindly discontinue your journey after 6 p.m. and do not embark on unauthorized travels. I am Marian Delipe. Be security conscious. Bye for now.
The Director General and Management of the National Youth Service Corps wish to remind the general public of the provisions of the Nysc Act, which states in Section 13, subsection 1, that any person who fails to report for service in the Service Corps in the manner directed by the Directorate or as the case may be, prescribed pursuant to the provisions of this Act, or who refuses to make himself available for service for a period specified in subsection 2 is guilty of an offense and liable on conviction to a fine or to imprisonment to a term of 12 months or both, fine and imprisonment. Subsection 2 states that any person who is not eligible to participate in the service year so participates or attempts to participate is guilty of an offense or having served in a service year and has been duly issued with a certificate of national service or certificate of exemption, as the case may be, is guilty of an offense and is liable upon conviction to a fine or imprisonment to a term of 2 years or both fine and imprisonment. All stakeholders, including core producing institutions, prospective core members and guardians, should be guided in their conduct and desist from criminal practices in relation to the scheme. Thank you.